Happy Saturday, my friends. So, if you guys notice up here, you guys will see the link, the article link to the article Prudential that was written by Avi Ben-Huda. That's basically an editor for Coverager. And in 2019, they covered the story of the sale of Assurance IQ. And in 2019, that was a major deal because Prudential purchased Assurance IQ for $2.3 billion with a rollout earn of over $1 billion. So if they would have performed, they would have earned a total of over $3 billion. And the original founder walked away with like $400 million when he sold Assurance IQ, located out of Seattle, in 2019. And what you'll see, once again, if you check the article, you'll see how in 2019, Avi Ben-Huda was basically criticizing the massive amounts of chargebacks and complaints that the company had back then. And, when Avi interviewed me for this article, one of the reasons he reached out to me was because he knew that I had good retention. And in fact, over the years, I've posted on social media my retention with the insurance company that I work for, and the fact that over the years, I've enjoyed residual income with every insurance company that I've worked for, that I've done long-term business. So Avi reached out to me to ask me what I thought about this. Because for me, I was just as impressed, to see the amount of money that they got for Assurance IQ. But here's the point, that today and age, Assurance IQ is no longer in business. In 2021, they basically started having some major problems. And in 2023, they sold it off to, a company that handles distressed assets. But why did they fail? Again, I don't know the inner workings of the company, but one of the main complaints, again, going back to that article of 2019, was chargebacks. A big percentage of Assurance IQ's clients wouldn't stay on the books. So what good is it to write a ton of insurance if it falls off faster than you can write it? Just again, guys, proving that we got to work on quality. We got to make sure that every time we get on the telephones, we're in compliance with basic telemarketing laws. We're building solid relationship with our customers so that way we have long-term profitability. And sometimes when that happens, you don't grow as fast as Assurance IQ. I believe from my research, over 250,000 agents were hired in this time frame. So many agents. And in contrast, our agency has maybe 120 or 110, roughly in there, of agents that show up to go to work. But we're still in business. We're still plugging away. So, this business is about long-term profitability and not that short fix. Again, what good is it to write all this insurance if it doesn't stay on the books? And I encourage you guys to read the article. Okay, it was written in 2019, right as, Prudential had purchased Assurance IQ. And we're sitting here in June of 2025 and still writing insurance, having success. But look, I wanted to make this video to, reach out to all of you guys that worked at Assurance IQ. I know some of you guys, are a little disappointed. I know a lot of you guys had a lot of chargebacks. You lost money. But you guys were great, great telephone people. You had great sales. I would love to invite you to one of my trainings. I would love to show you what we're doing, show you our retention reports, our commission statements, show you firsthand if you worked at Assurance IQ. You know, if you look at my retention, over 85% of my clients are paying over the 13th month. And for a lot of you guys, I know that was a big, big problem. I would love to show you. Lead generation. I know that Assurance IQ's challenge was that they had so many leads that it got out of hand, and compliance plays a major issue. With our lead system, we are not cold calling anybody. We're not using a CRM to blast or use AI in any capacity to cold call people. We're actually working leads of people that are actively searching for final expense, and in real time, they're calling our ads. And at that point in time, we're going into a sales process that's not long, it's not too short, but it's just right to make sure that these people don't get cold feet and cancel within short order. And I know a lot of Assurance IQs, you guys had your sales down to the minute, every metric, but we operate a little bit different. We're looking at the longer picture, and that's long-term profitability. But again, I believe that the platform we have can accommodate you. You can plug in from your computer, from anywhere. At this point in time, we only work an 8-hour shift where the calls are coming through. But in the near future, we're going to be able to run calls 24/7 from our inbound strategy. And you can work basically all day long. So again, I would encourage you. So if you're an ex-Assurance IQ, you have the experience to sell insurance, but you need that retraining. You need the lead system and the platform. I would be more than happy to give you an opportunity here with my agency. I sell for one insurance company called Senior Life Insurance. Their rates range from guaranteed issue to day one coverage, and they're very fair with their rates, accommodating most Americans. But one of the biggest value propositions that we offer that helps with retention is the Legacy Assurance membership that gives you the ability to lock in all the merchandise and really help your client that just purchased the policy plan by picking and choosing caskets, urns, etc. Just a complete package. And again, documentation beats conversation. So I would encourage you guys to read this article. It's pretty interesting, to do your research, and also check out my retention statement that I'm going to post at the end of this video, and read it carefully. That trust is the number one thing that makes the success over the telephone. And read what the executive from the insurance company says, and take my word, if you're still licensed, the more states, the better. Give me an opportunity to show you this coming up week exactly what it is that I do. And I know you can do it, because most of you at Assurance IQ were telephone superstars. Give me an opportunity to show you a different way to get it done and still make a whole lot of money, because the commissions are real commissions. So with Assurance IQ, you would get 220% of the first month's premium. With us, we're going to start you off at 100%, and then from there we can grow 100% of the first year annualized premium, which is a whole lot more money. And plus, you get vesting day one, so you get residual income and renewals. From the first day you start with me, you get ownership of your block of business. So call me up. I'll be more than happy to talk to you. Peace.